Wouldn't you know it? Yeah. Yahtzee. I had another fucking bleed in there. Yeah. Can you believe that shit? Give me a round of applause. I see your faces. I don't want you to feel bad for me, okay? I don't. I really don't, because, I'm lucky. Yeah. See, because I have the same brain surgeon that I had 9 years ago, who did the first one. Yeah. Who I had a major crush on. Yes. I don't know if it's like Stockholm Syndrome, but with doctors, It's like, you saved my life. Did you touch my ass while I was under? I hope you did. Isn't that fun? I just made that one up just now. I know. But after my first brain surgery, I did all kinds of things. I moved all around the world. I lived in New York City. I lived in LA and Denver and here. And so did my surgeon. Not to those places, but I remember I called about the year after my surgery, and I was just kind of wanting to maybe invite him to a candlelit dinner. And the nurse said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Crawford is no longer with us." He died. Did he miss me that much? She's like, "No, he didn't die. He just moved to Kansas." I'm like, "Well, he might as well have died, because you know what they say about Kansas." No, they don't say anything about Kansas. There's nothing fucking out there. I actually wrote a book about all this crazy shit. If you don't clap at that, you're awesome. But I was living in New York City at the time when it came out, and my mom called me and left a voicemail, and she said, "Oh, you'll never believe this. Dr. Crawford is back from the land of Kansas. He's doing my friend's back surgery." And I'll admit, I was a little jealous that he was seeing other patients. But to be fair, I was seeing other doctors. But she actually gave him a copy of my book, in which I discuss how much I want to fuck him. I was DTF, okay? I was like, woo! All up in this book, I talk about this. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. I'm never gonna see that cunt again. My, how the tables do turn around and become a fucking... I shouldn't turn that way, I'm gonna fall over that cord. But there I am, February of this year, back in his office. We were talking about the new bleed, new scan, new me. And I actually was so stressed about discussing this that I fainted. Which is not abnormal for me. I faint all the time. I got that fainting goat syndrome. But I actually got it on film. Not like that. I had my phone recorded the whole time because I'm a psycho. No. The first bleed really wiped out my memory. I mean, that's why I'm looking at my notes this whole time. Okay. Don't have the memory. I don't know any of you. I don't know what year it is. And so I asked him if it was okay to record the visit so I could go back to it and get all the important info. Didn't know I was sitting on a fucking gold mine with this little 30-second clip of me fainting. And so I did what all millennials would do. And I posted it on TikTok and Instagram. And it amassed a total of 6 million views! You are sitting in the presence of greatness. If only one of those 6 million would come to my fucking comedy shows. Anyway, I posted it. And, we're talking with Dr. Crawford and my mom. Well, she's got some big balls. She's like, "So, did you get the book, Dr. Crawford?" And this suave motherfucker, he's like, "Yeah, I read it." And then I died. If I could have jumped out the window, I would have done so. But he says, he's so cool about it. He's like, there's a whole side of our patients' lives that we never get to see. And it's truly compelling. And then it came. So my mom is already casting the Hollywood adaptation of my book, and she asked Dr. Crawford, like, who would you want to play you, in the film? Of course, he doesn't fucking know. And then my dad just blurts out, Harrison Ford! I'm like, fuck, Dad, maybe from 30 years ago. Christ. Be cool, God damn. No. It's Pedro Pascal or bust. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll cast Colin as some sexy Scottish EMT or something. We'll work out the details later. I'm sure we will. No, I do consider myself really lucky. I know it could have gotten so many other ways. And I don't know what's going to happen next, but I do feel grateful, if you can believe that shit. Because, I tell people I'm a comedian who's brain injured. A lot of the times they expect something like this. No, it's not! Who's there? Doctor Who? And if you didn't like that joke, Colin wrote it. And even me, the one with brain damage, was like, that's risky. No, it's alright, I wanted to do it for him. He didn't know I was going to do that one tonight. Thank you. Listen, folks, I've stolen so much of your time tonight. I thank you so much. Please give it up for John for putting on the show. All the amazing acts you saw tonight. I have been Mimi Hayes. Thank you so much.